How's it going, guys? Skoks, Chicago Blackhawks Central here. Late night game with the Hawks and Kraken. Started out weird, right, and balanced out towards the second period. Thought that you could try and crawl your way back into the game there, but final score 6-2, Cracktown, Seattle Kraken. They showed up big time, right? They had depth scoring, goaltending, and defense was awesome. And the Hawks were just outclassed, simply um, out out talented, right? Good team in Seattle. Obviously, they are middle of the pack right now, but much better than the Hawks, and that's how it ended, and that's how I think everyone expected that one to go, but let me roll the intro really quick. Yeah, so let's take a quick look at the lineup for Hawks and Kraken today, which puck drop was around 9:20 Central Time, 9:20 p.m., and ended around, let's say, 11:50-ish, 11:45. So almost midnight here. For the end of the game. But let's go through the lineup. Let's pull it up. First line: Foligno, Kurashev, Radish. So I think most of the forwards were consistent, but Cole Gutman and Lucas Reichel also sat again today. So line two: Blackwell, Dickinson, Anderson. Line three: Pitlick, Entwistle, Donato. Line four: Kachuk, Sanford, Reese Johnson. So Donato taking that third line plays for Cole Gutman and Lucas Reichel, obviously not in the lineup right now, but Luke Richardson did say that he would try to get them back in the lineup for the road trip. So we'll see if they play tomorrow versus the Edmonton Oilers. McJesus. Looking at the D pairings, Vlasic, Jones, Korchinski, Megna, and one change was taking out Isaac Phillips for some weird reason, right? We don't understand that one, but Tenorti and Crevier for that third pair. Tenorti, basically the same player that he was before, right? Responsible for a few goals there, or it might have just been one goal, but not great, right? And Soderblom in net, super inconsistent this year, and we don't know what's going on with him. It's just not good for Arvid right now. So we'll see where that goes with him. But the lineup pretty consistent overall in the changes. But we will see tomorrow for the Oilers. Taking a overall look from a best forward and best D man tonight. Um, let's take a look at, you know what? Let's give the shout out to Nick Foligno tonight. Some really good scoring chances, right? Fighting through some pain on a one timer, missing the net there, but obviously still has that fractured finger. But he does end up scoring one goal tonight. On that power play. So good for Nick Foligno being back in the lineup here, and he's getting on the board. So that's shout out to him from the offensive side. Um, even though a couple guys did play pretty well, Ryan Donato seems to step up big time against the Kraken. It's pretty weird, but he was very noticeable tonight on that third line. Um, Alex Vlasic, he started out the game kind of rough, a little unlucky, but he did get beat by Jaden Schwartz down in the crease. You probably should have outmuscled him, and He was responsible for that one goal, but it did get deflected into the net. So a few super unlucky goals tonight, but definitely not a great performance from uh, in net, right? Or the D zone coverage in our own zone. Definitely have to fix that up, right? Just looking at that sloppy first half ish of the game, but let's take a look at the game stats. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, so final score 6-2. Um, you definitely noticed the shots on net tonight. Surprisingly, the Hawks outshot the Seattle Kraken 34-28, and you did see the D-men getting shots on net from the point, just really enforcing this habit of getting the puck on net because you don't know what's going to happen when you get the puck on net from any angle, and we were not shooting the puck well a few games ago, right? But just getting it on net is nice to see, right? Face-off percentage 50.7 for the Kraken, 49.3 for the Hawks. So keeping that consistent. I like seeing that number compared to a few weeks ago, right? Where we're like in the 30s. It's just not good. But nice to see the face-offs staying consistent. The power play percentage, surprisingly, 1 for 3 tonight for the Hawks, 0 for 3 for the Kraken. The PK was um, stepping up. I really like how they're playing with Blackwell out there and Boris Kachuk. Alex Vlasic is just awesome. Love watching him play, whether it's in the D zone or the O zone. I think he's been excellent this season, and that's awesome for us, right? Penalty minutes 6 and 6, a few weird ones there, but we'll let that one go. Looking at the hits, 11 for the Hawks and 5 for the Kraken. Wasn't as physical as I thought it would be in like the second half of the game there, but it did start out pretty chippy. So it's weird that it didn't carry on. It just seemed like a weird ending to the game. Not much juice left at the end there, but block shots pretty even. 19 for the Hawks, 17 for the Kraken. Giveaways even at 4-4. Takeaways, Hawks were up 11-6 to the Kraken. So overall, just seeing the Kraken exploit our mistakes, right? Take advantage of our mistakes. They definitely executed on those chances. But let's take a look at the scoring before I close it out here. I know it's a late one, so I'll keep this one short. But let's take a look at the scoring. First period, Jared McCann, about 4 minutes into the game here. He did get a decent snapshot. Um, I, and I thought it was on um, the power play, but it wasn't. But he had a nice one timer, like weird snapshot, middle slot there, pretty close to the net, but decent shot from him. Jared McCann gets on the board there. Gene Schwartz, like I said earlier, out muscled Vlasic there and deflected it into the net. That was about 7 minutes into the first period, makes it game 2-zip for the Kraken. Joey Anderson gets back on the board here about 17 minutes into that first period. Nice slap shot, deflection, goal. From Seth Jones at the point, like seeing Joey Anderson get some points up here. Uh, I think he's been a good depth player here, and he's played well in that second line role, which is surprising, but he's playing well. Um, so he makes the game 2-1, still Kraken, second period. Um, Wenberg, I believe this was the goal where it bounced off Seth Jones, pretty close to our crease there, and just super unlucky. It got deflected, and that one was credited to Wenberg. So not great for Arvid, just getting unlucky there. So um, not all six goals were on him, obviously, but uh, just wish him better luck, right? Brandon Tanev for his fourth goal of the season only. Wow. 17 minutes into that second period, decent wrist shot. He beats Soderblom and makes the game 4-1 there. Looking at the third period, Nick Foligno, awesome tic-tac-toe play, tip and shot from Seth Jones at the point, and Philip Kershev gets it over to Fliggy Foligno, right? Makes game 4-2. Thought that you would find some energy there with the whole third period to go, but Thomas Tatar with two back-to-back goals, he really seals this one up. Uh, Making the game 5-2 here in uh, about 4 minutes into that third period. Uh, awesome wrist shot on that breakaway in a weird sequence where Ryan Donato has a breakaway going on Joey Decord. And shout out to Joey Decord, starting goalie for the Kraken today, mainly an AHL body, right? But he's been playing lights out, and dang, he only gives up two tonight to the Hawks. But Thomas Tatar for his fifth goal in that weird sequence. 16 minutes into that third period, so only 4 minutes left in the game. He puts a bow on the game here with a snapshot for his sixth goal of the season. Because I think that the Kraken traded for him not too long ago, but he makes the game 6-2 for Seattle. And the effort was decent tonight. It's not like we were completely asleep, right? So decent effort, but the skill was a big difference. And goaltending stepped up big time for the Kraken there, and ours what wasn't perfect, right? And you would have to be perfect to beat a team with a lot of firepower like that when you get quality shots on net like that. So that pretty much wraps up the Hawks and Kraken game tonight. No news post game, so it seems like everyone's healthy. Nick Foligno just seemed to sting on that finger a bit, but he did not miss a shift, and seems he's doing fine. Tomorrow night, Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, Chicago time, Hawks and Edmonton Oilers against McJesus. So we'll be back tomorrow night to wrap up Hawks and Oilers. And that will be a little earlier than this post game. So that's good for all of us, right? And that pretty much wraps up Hawks Kraken. And we'll be back to wrap up Hawks and Oilers. We'll see what happens. We always play a weird game with the Oilers. I know we've gotten a few wins against them, but we'll see how that one goes, and we'll be back tomorrow. So let's go Hawks.